Once upon a time, there was a boy who lived in a city. Just your typical bustling city, nothing really too special. Like all children his age, he learned about space in school. Things like the solar system, the planets, and, of course, the stars. But the problem with living in a big city was that there was a lot of light pollution. Only the brightest of stars could be seen, and even then, only faintly. In a way, the lights of humans had replaced those of the stars. But one year, the boy went camping with his family in the countryside, far away from the city, and far away from the city's light. There, the boy gazed up at the night sky, and for the first time in his life, the stars filled his eyes. From then on, he wanted to see them even more. The years went by, and after graduating from school, he decided that he would travel the world, to see the night sky the way other people do, to see the stars that he was never able to. And so, travel the world he did, wandering from place to place, always looking for a new stargazing location and never staying in one place for too long. During one of the boy's more recent travels, he found himself on a secluded mountain clearing. These were his favorites since he got to be just a bit closer to the stars. The boy went up to that clearing many times, over and over again, but it was near the time for him to move on. However, one night, much to his surprise, when he went up to the clearing again, he wasn't alone. It seemed like his repeated hikes and treks up the mountains alone had attracted some attention from the locals, unsurprisingly. The stranger approached the boy, asking about why he was always coming up here, especially alone. The boy, of course, replied that he was just admiring the stars and invited the stranger to join him. They chatted a bit as the stranger asked about the boy and his travels, to which he replied with a laugh, claiming that the stars were far more interesting than he was. But the stranger's curiosity was obvious, and of course the boy had many stories to tell, and many things to talk about. With a smile on his face, a single thought crossed the boy's mind. Maybe he'll stick around, just a bit longer this time. Thank you for coming. That's a story that I like to call the Wandering Stargazer. And if you haven't picked up by now, the boy in the story is me. Please allow me to properly introduce myself. I am the Wandering Stargazer. Nothing more, but nothing less. You can call me Cepheus. Now, aside from that little story that I prepared at the beginning, I don't really have anything else kind of rehearsed. That was the only part that I rehearsed, so I'm kind of a little bit worried about how the rest of the stream is going to go. I have no idea how long this is going to last, but it's just going to be a short little introduction about me. Maybe you can learn a bit more about yours truly. Hopefully this voice isn't too surprising for some of you. I know on Twitter and Reddit I posted some clips, but none of those had audio. So I hope you weren't expecting some cutesy voice, because that's not what you're gonna get. What you hear is what you're gonna get. Anyway, how about we move to the main chat area. Hello Peace and hello Jeep. Welcome to my main chat area. I have a bulletin board of some of the stuff that I have prepared for today. Just a couple, things about me, facts about me, things I like, things I don't like, and just some photos of me as well. Now, some of you may remember that I wanted to show off some of these photos that I like to have taken during my journeys. So, we could do that first, actually. Let's take this one off the wall. Let's show you what that one is. There we go. Make this a bit bigger. Alright, so this is just a picture of me from maybe a couple years back. I'm not too sure when this was from actually, but I just took this. Just a quick selfie of me. This is the Perseid meteor shower. One of the annual meteor showers that I always like to try and see. Usually you don't see this many shooting stars, but, on a lucky night, if you're lucky, you can see quite a few. Let's put this one back on the wall. And let's take a look at this one. So this one is, of course, my beloved telescope, Celeste. In fact, I actually have Celeste with me here. Let me just bring her into the screen. Oh, Celeste, you're a bit too close to the screen. Hold on. Let's bring you a little bit further away. Alright, there we go. Here's Celeste, and here's a picture of Celeste as well. Ain't she purty? Ain't she just beautiful? I bring her with me all the time on my travels. We like to see the stars together. Telescope simp. Caught red-handed. But yes, this is Celeste. We go everywhere together. We've watched the stars together. And I picked her up just after, or just before I started traveling, actually. She really is precious to me. Anyway, this is Celeste. She will, let's keep Celeste just off to the side for now. She can watch over me as I talk to the rest of you guys. And this is just a picture of Celeste. Let's put this back on the wall as well. Put that back there. And then one more photo. Just some of my favorite settings. Just a sunset. One of my favorite times of day is when you can see both the sun and the moon all at the same time. You can see this during the sunrise and sunset. And also you can see stars starting to come out. The sky kind of looks like it's on fire, doesn't it? But these kinds of colors, I love this kind of view. I love taking pictures of these as well. Anyway, these are just like some of the photos that I've taken. Let's put this one back on the wall as well. Put this back here. So those are just some of the photos that I've taken. Let's talk about me. So let's make this one bigger. This sticky note. I've written everything down on sticky notes, so let me just make this one a bit bigger. Oh, it's covering me up now. Move this over here. Alright. Let's make it, it's a bit too big. Let's put this over here. Alright, so my name is Cepheus, but you can call me Ceph. Ceph is perfectly okay too. Also, actually, hold on, I also have a pointer as well. Yes, my name is Cepheus, but Ceph is perfectly fine as well. I am 23 years old. Maybe a bit old, but I'm not that old. I'm still pretty young, I hope. My birthday is November 25th, and coincidentally, this is also the perfect month to see the constellation known as Cepheus, and that's kind of where my name actually comes from. Named after the constellation, Cepheus. I am 183 centimeters tall, so I'm kind of on the taller end. And by weight, you see, I kind of dropped this sticky note in some water earlier, and it seems to have smudged out the weight. Oh, too bad. Too bad. How unfortunate. Oh well. That's just a bit about me, some of my specs. Sorry, I don't know if you could hear that. I have some water with me as well. It's nice to stay hydrated. But yeah, that's just my specifications. So let's put this sticky note back on the wall real quick. Shrink that. Put you back there where you belong. Okay. And let's see. How about let's take a look at this one next. So let's make you bigger. Ah, yes, this one. Alright, so these are some of my favorite manga. I love reading manga and watching anime. And these are just some of the favorite manga, like White Dwarf. I'm not that heavy. I'm not that heavy. Maybe I'm that dense, but I like to think that I'm not that heavy at least. Anyway, these are just some of my favorite manga. I love the Komi-san series. In fact, not only just some of my favorite manga, but I really like slice of life manga, and Komi-san is just one of my favorite mangas. I've been reading it, I don't know, for several years now, and I don't know, I'm still keeping up with it. I really like it. I know some people have kind of fallen off the Komi-san hype train, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Another series I love is Horimiya. Kind of on the same page as Slice of Life's. I love romance and rom-coms. Horimiya is just probably one of my favorite rom-coms actually, and with the anime release, oh man, the anime is so good, and I would put that on my favorite anime sticky note as well, but I want to talk about other things then as well. But yes, Horimiya, I love Horimiya. And then something that I started reading more recently, Spy X Family. I got recommended this by one of my friends actually, and I wasn't too sure how I would like it. It's kind of a weird mix of genres, like a spy action kind of comedy, but it works. It works really well. The characters really mesh together, and it's actually like really cool and really funny and really cute. I really like cute things, and you'll see that a bit more about that later as well. But yeah, I love Spy X Family. I think a new chapter came out like recently, so I read that one, and I don't know, I really liked it. So I would definitely recommend Spy X Family to anyone else who likes comedy. And then Miyaruko-chan. So this is, I think the English name for this is Girl Who Can See It. I, as you will learn later, really just absolutely hate horror. I hate anything spooky and scary, but there's just something about the series that I just really like. It's something about kind of, I don't know, maybe it's just feeling bad for the main character, but I really like this series. It really is like bone-chillingly scary, but it's one of those two series I actually read, one of the two series I read that's actually horror. The other one is Bad Girl Reina. Bad Girl Reina is also really good. That one takes the horror more for a comedy spin, but either way, those two are the only two. Those are the only two horror series I read, and I'm not too interested in reading any more horror series because I get scared too easily. But these are just some of the mangas. Also, Haikyuu and Hinamatsuri. It says Haikyuu and Hinamatsuri again. I suppose I wanted to read the anime one first. You can probably guess that this will show up on the anime one, so maybe I'll talk about those two a bit more. Then, let's move the pointer out of the way. What about Lovecraftian horror? Lovecraftian horror. Things like Cthulhu, I suppose. Lovecraftian horror is okay. We all have our favorite Lovecraftian horror, Ninomai Inanis, of course. We all love her. You can't be scared of her. But otherwise, Lovecraftian horrors is okay. Let's put this back on the wall. Oh, back on the wall. Back on the wall here, where you belong. And I believe the one I wanted to talk about before that one was this one. Let's move this into position. Favorite anime. Alright, so this one, I have quite a bit to talk about for this one. My favorite, probably of all time, of all anime series, Sorayori, A Place Further Than the Universe. This one is... I love any movie, I love any series that can make you cry. Stuff that just filled with feels and makes you feel super emotional. I absolutely love those series. And Sorayori just kind of checks all the marks. Slice of life, kind of comedy, feels, beautiful just art and music. I absolutely love Sorayori, and it's probably one of my favorite series just of all time. And it's one of the few series, actually, where I own the manga, a physical copy as well. So, just absolutely love Sorayori. And I would totally... Excellent taste. Thank you. I would totally go to Antarctica, too, if I had the chance. Penguins are just super cute. And then another series, Clannad. So this one's a bit of an older series, mid-2000s, I believe. But this one is probably one of the quintessential feels anime, and is also one of the only two animes that have made me cry. And in fact, the other anime that has made me cry is, believe it or not, Haikyuu. So Haikyuu has also made me cry before. You may wonder how a sports anime, kind of a shonen type thing, can make you cry, but totally did. They probably taste good too. Oh, I'm sure they do. But yeah, Haikyuu made me cry. I absolutely love Haikyuu. I like playing volleyball, actually. I used to play volleyball before I started traveling. I got to play on the court and also beach volleyball. Super fun. Would highly recommend it. Do you prefer Clannad or Afterstory? Absolutely prefer Afterstory. I think the first season of Clannad, the original, is pretty good, but in terms of like what sets it aside or apart from like other slice of life, I think it's more or less just your run-of-the-mill slice of life rom-com. But then After Story, oh man, After Story, that's definitely where all the feels crop up. That's the part that made me cry as well. Yeah, I don't want to go into any spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched it, but After Story is absolutely what I prefer in the two. But I suppose you need to watch the first season anyway, so it's kind of like a two-part deal. But After Story that's where it's at. And then probably this one's a bit more of a niche choice, I suppose. Hina Matsuri is probably one of my favorite comedy series. Just the style of comedy in Hina Matsuri, it's kind of hard to explain. It's kind of like a situational comedy. Like weird stuff happens and then characters just like react to it. I guess it's the best way to describe it, and that's just the kind of comedy that I like to watch. So I guess the best way to kind of compare it to would be maybe something like Nichijou, something similar to that. I love that kind of comedy, but Hina Matsuri, absolutely love it. I've read the manga as well, and every single chapter, without fail, it cracks me up every single time. So I absolutely adore Hina Matsuri. And then also just listed here, 2 movies as well. So I love Your Name. Your Name is probably one of my favorite anime movies too. I really like the Makoto Shinkai films. So stuff like Your Name, Garden of Words, Weathering with You. I think the art style is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. I absolutely love these. And then A Silent Voice, of course, by Kyoto Animation. Also, feels here, a bit of feels here, just a bit of feels everywhere. Really, if it has feels, it's good. I want a series that can make me cry. I want to cry. I just want to cry. Anyway, we'll cry a bit more another time. Let's put this back on the wall. Put this back on the wall. So those were favorite anime and favorite manga. And then let's take a look at this one next. Which one? This one. Let's take a look at this one next. Make it bigger. Whoa. Favorite games. Okay. So these are just some of my favorite games as well. Of course, everything you see listed on these sticky notes are not my only favorite things, but just some. Anyway, favorite games. Pokemon. I've been playing the Pokemon series ever since I was a kid, and I'm sure many of you guys have seen the new announcements for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, the remakes. I'm so happy with the remakes. I'm so happy. I could die. I could die happy. I've played the Gen 4 games probably more than any of the other generations. I've played Platinum probably like 20 times. That's probably not something that I want to admit, but it's something that I've definitely played over and over and over again. Same with Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Just played the absolute hell out of them. The thing about having them on a DS and you can kind of bring them wherever you go is that you kind of just play them all the time. So I've played those games a lot. I've played those games just over and over again, and seeing the remakes, I'm so happy, so happy. I'm totally gonna play those the instant they come out. I'm gonna totally play them. And I think they look really good too. I've heard a lot of people say that they look kind of weird, but I think it's a faithful. Hold on, it's blocking me a bit. Yeah, I think it's a faithful remake. They've kind of gone back to the kind of chibi look, and I kind of like it. I like it. It looks like a 1-to-1 kind of scale. Some people say it looks weird, but I think it looks okay. I know the newer Pokemon games, stuff like Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield, have gotten more and more kind of anime-esque, where the character and the player characters look kind of, more like an anime character. But they've kind of gone back to the whole kind of 8-bit, well, I say 8-bit, but it kind of looks like, you know, the Link's Awakening remake HD. Kind of looks like that, and I think it looks really good. Looks bright and colorful, and just I'm so excited for those games. And then there was also that Arceus Legends game, the one that kind of looks like Pokemon but Breath of the Wild. I think that looks really cool too. So either way, this is a good year for Pokemon. Another game that I really like to play, Mother 3. Mother 3 might actually be up there for like one of my favorite games ever. I know Mother 3 is probably a game that not many people have played before because it's never been brought over from Japan, I don't believe. I think it's only in Japanese. But Mother 3, I love Mother 3. I played Mother 3 a long time ago, and I've played it a couple times, I think, maybe 2 or 3 times, but I really like it. It's one of the darker kind of Nintendo games, which is kind of surprising, but it's kind of refreshing as well. So I don't know, maybe I'll play Mother 3 during a stream in the future. Something to think about. Pokemon of the Wild looks sick. Absolutely, yeah. Pokemon of the Wild looks looks really cool. Dragon Quest. Now the Dragon Quest series is also one of the series that I've been playing like since I was a kid, but I've kind of like I haven't been able to play kind of the newer games. But I've played all of the DS remakes of some of like the older NES titles, I think. So Dragon Quest 4, 5, and 6, and 9, I think, whichever was the one that takes place in the sky. Yeah, I really like the Dragon Quest games. I think I really like just RPGs in general, the kinds of RPGs where you can kind of just like explore around. 999 on the DS was so dark, but yeah, it was. But yeah, I love the Dragon Quest games, and they do tend to be a bit dark sometimes. It usually starts off with some really like horrible stuff happening, especially in 5. And one of the titular scenes in 5 was pretty crazy. But I love the Dragon Quest series. They have an interesting sense of humor as well, because of course, same art style as Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama, I believe. But yeah, I love the Dragon Quest series. And another one, Animal Crossing. This one's pretty self-explanatory, I think. I love the Animal Crossing series. Very relaxing. Just one of those kind of games where you can just pick up and play just for a bit every day. Just relax. Don't have to stress about, you know, achieving goals or anything. Just something to pick up and play and chill. I've played Wild World a lot. I've played New Leaf a lot, and I played New Horizons a lot. So I've played a fair bit of Animal Crossing. So I'm looking forward to some of the new updates that Animal Crossing New Horizons has to bring. And then just in general, I love puzzle games. Maybe it makes me a bit old and boring in saying this, but I really like Minesweeper and Picross. And if you know what they are, I like binary puzzles as well. I like it's kind of lame taste, but I love puzzle games. Tetris as well. I'm not too great at Tetris. I like to think that I'm pretty good at Minesweeper. You know, if I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I like to think that I'm pretty good at Minesweeper. When I was still in school, there was a time when I would do, well, aside from doing homework, aside from just doing, you know, classwork and stuff, I would do nothing but play Minesweeper and Pokemon Shuffle all day. I would do nothing but just do those two things, and I don't know, I ended up getting really fast at Minesweeper. I think I'm definitely not this fast anymore, but in my prime, I suppose you could say, I could beat the hardest Minesweeper difficulty. What would that be? Expert? The 30x30? I could beat that in like 2 minutes, I think. So I was pretty fast at one point, but I'm nowhere near as fast anymore. I'm definitely a bit slower because I stopped playing for a while, but I still like to play on my phone every now and then. I still have the app. I can just open up some Minesweeper in bed, just play a couple games. With the app I have right now, it lets you play just some like massive maps. I want to say it's 50 by 50 with like 100. Not 100. I honestly don't even remember the numbers, but it takes like 15 minutes to play a single round. So I don't play it too much anymore, but that's something that I used to do just all the time. So Minesweeper, one of my big pastimes. Okay, let's put these games back on the wall. We can talk about games all day, so let's put this on the wall for now. Oh, you probably heard that. Then how about we talk about this one next. So what's this one? It's a bit too small for me to see. Dislikes. Dislikes. Let's talk about that's a bit of a spoiler. Let's talk about likes first. I don't want to talk about dislikes yet. Let's talk about likes first. Okay. Likes. This one. Okay. Let's talk about likes first. So, some of the things that I like. I like stargazing. Obviously. I like fruit. In fact, I like pretty much all fruit. Some of the fruits that you find in the supermarket are, I don't want to say boring, but things like apples and oranges and bananas, you get kind of tired of them after a while. I really like some of the more tropical fruits, actually. On my travels, I got to have a lot of different tropical fruits, and where I'm staying right now, let's just say it's not tropical, and I am very jealous of all of you who do live in tropical areas. Yes, even durian. Durian is actually probably my favorite fruit. I love durian. Durian is delicious. I will accept no durian slander here. Durian is one of my favorite fruits. Now people ask, what does durian kind of taste like? Yeah, it does kind of taste like onions. Like sweet onions. Yeah, I'll admit, it does. A bit. And I kind of like it. Yeah, durians are one of my favorite fruits. Well, are you a passion fruit? Because I'm passion. Oh my. Is this a confession already? It's too early for this. Passion fruit's good too. I love passion fruit. Passion fruit, mangosteen, stuff like that. Tropical stuff. I love tropical stuff. Pineapple, mango. Mangoes are high tier. Pineapple, high tier. Pineapple on pizza. Yes, I approve. Now I said sushi here, but I actually like pretty much all seafood. Sushi is just kind of a more general thing, but I love seafood. Stuff like, you know, fish, crabs, clams or mussels or whatever. Stuff like that. I love seafood. Caramelized onions smell and taste remarkably similar to durian. Really? I didn't actually know that. Maybe I'll just eat caramelized onions in place of durian. But yes, I love seafood. Sushi. Give me the seafood. I love it. Volleyball. Hold on, the chat is kind of blocking this thing. I'll cover up part of my face instead. Volleyball. I played volleyball, like I said, a bit, and I like volleyball quite a lot. It's very fun. Now, you would think, despite my height being 183 centimeters, you would think that I would play a more offensive position, like, you know, like a spiker or something. You would be wrong. Absolutely not. I don't know, there's just something about me playing it, but I have like horrible, just horrible, awful coordination, and I just can't spike for the life of me. I am a blocker. I block, and I pick up balls from the ground. I like playing libero and just any blocking position really, but if you ever have to have me on, you know, offense, don't expect much. But I'm pretty good. I'm a pretty good defensive player, but I haven't had the chance to play in a while, though I'm always eager to get back into it. And then of course, cute stuff. I love cute stuff. Cute animals, cute people, cute drawings, just anything cute. I love cute stuff. Which is gonna lead very well into what I don't like. Here we go. Let's learn about what Cepheus doesn't like. Okay. Make this bigger. Things I don't like. I don't like cloudy nights. If we have a cloudy night, blocks the stars. No. No, no, no. No, no. We only want clear nights. Clear nights so you can see the stars. Cloudy nights. No, no. I actually do like cloudy days, though. The sun... I don't want to say I don't like the sun, but I prefer it when it's cloudy during the day, actually. Yeah, so I don't like cloudy nights, but I do like cloudy days. I don't like... This one's gonna sound really bad, so just hear me out first. I don't like other people in movie theaters. Let me explain. Let me explain myself. So, you know, like when you go to a movie, let's say you go to watch, I don't know, let's just say you went to go watch the Sonic movie, and there's a bunch of, you know, people in the theater with you. When I go to watch a movie, I want to watch the movie. I don't want I don't want to go to the movie theater to hear other people like laughing and clapping and stuff. Look, that sounds really bad, but I'd have to agree with you there. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. I prefer, you know, I don't mind if there's other people there. Just, you know, watch the movie. So I do prefer to watch movies at home, but, you know, sometimes it's nice to go to the theater with friends and stuff just to go watch a movie. But I hate when people, you know, make their presence known. For those of you who have watched Endgame, you probably know what scene I'm talking about, but there is one scene where everyone just, like, absolutely lost their mind and were giving, like, standing ovations and stuff, and I'm just like, why am I here? Why am I here right now? So, yes, I don't really like other people in movie theaters, but the aesthetic of being in the movie theater is nice, at least. I don't like spicy food. I cannot stand spicy food. I am extremely weak when it comes to spicy food. I think black pepper is too spicy sometimes. So I prefer my food not spicy. So I don't like to eat spicy food. In fact, when I do eat spicy food, if it's like really, really spicy, it actually gives me a runny nose. I'll sometimes be eating dinner and it'll be really spicy, and all of a sudden I have to start blowing my nose because it's so spicy, my nose is just running. So yeah, I don't like spicy food. I prefer to eat mild stuff. And then, like I said earlier, I despise horror. I just cannot. I just can't with horror. Scary movies, scary shows, scary games, scary just anything, scary stories. I can't. I just can't. It makes me. I get so scared. When I went to watch, against my better judgment, when I went to go watch It, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 actually in the movie theater with some friends, every single jump scare. I screamed at every single jump scare without fail. Every single one. My friends were having a right laugh, but me, let's just say I don't really want to watch scary movies ever again. Now, I know It Chapter 2, It Chapter 1, whatever, maybe aren't the scariest movies, but they're scary to me. I've watched one episode of what was that Netflix series? The Haunting of Hill House. I watched the first episode. Super, just unbelievably scary. I don't want to watch anything scary. Clowns. I'm not too afraid of clowns. I'm just afraid of everything. Hey Seth, boo. Yes, very funny. Very funny. I'm very scared. So, of course, since I hate horror, let's play some horror games sometimes. Let's play some horror games sometime. Why not, right? Why not? I'll put myself through it for you guys. We'll play some horror games. I have some horror games from the Epic launcher. You know, just some free stuff. I think I have... What's that game called? Amnesia? Let's play Amnesia sometime. Not today. Not today though. Sometime in the future. Let's play it sometime in the future. You guys can see just how much of a scaredy cat I am. When I do get scared, I don't know, I get really, really quiet until something scary happens, and then usually I'll make some sort of noise to indicate that my fear has reached like just unbearable levels. You could call it local Starman die the jump scare. I'm totally gonna die during. I don't know much about Amnesia. I don't know how many jump scares they are. I know there's the scary guys who have like really big mouths, and I know there's the scary water monsters. But other than that, I don't know anything else about the game. So I'm looking forward to that. Alright. Let's move on from dislikes. Put this back on the wall. And then let's talk about this one next, which I believe is music. Yes, music. Make it a bit smaller. So, believe it or not, I actually only started listening to music a bit more recently. I liked music. I've always liked music, but I've only started like listening to music more. What would you say? Like seriously? Like more recently. So, some of my favorite artists and some songs that I really like. Eve. I love Eve. I love pretty much everything that Eve's made, but the two that I really, really love, my absolute favorite Eve songs, As You Like It, which I believe is a Vocaloid song originally. Don't quote me on that though. And Dark Knight, which I believe is not a Vocaloid song, but also don't quote me on that. I don't know much about Vocaloid. I know some of the older meme ones, but other than that, I don't really know too much about Vocaloid. Aside from the fact that Deco27 is a Vocaloid artist, and they make some stuff that I really, really like. Bradio. I love Bradio. I love the whole kind of like disco aesthetic that Bradio brings. Hotel, Flyers, absolute bangers. Bruh, I listened to Dark Knight today. It's so good. It's so good. I actually learned about Dark Knight before I actually learned about Eve, surprisingly. Because it's the ending theme for Dororo, right? The Dororo reboot. So it was the ending theme for that, and I listened to it, and I was like, oh, this is really good. And then I started listening to Eve, and I listened to Dark Knight, and I was like, this is familiar. Yeah, so I learned about Dark Knight from Dororo before actually learning about it from Eve. Same. Yeah, same. There you go. But yes, Bradio. Bradio is wonderful. Bradio is super good. I love Bradio. And then Chico. Honey Works with Chico are some of my favorite songs. Wolf. Kessin Spirit. Canel. Canele? Yeah, Kessin Spirit, as some of you may know, is one of the ending themes for Haikyuu, and this one is just so good. I love Kessin Spirit. I love the kind of voice of Chico. The way she sounds is just really fitting for these kinds of songs. And then another kind of band that unfortunately is no longer around. I think they split up recently. Mashi by Nico Touches the Walls. One of the ending themes for Haikyuu, once again, may be noticing a common theme here. I love Mashi. Mashi is just... I love it. It's just so good. Probably one of my favorite ending themes in any anime, really. But I really love Mashi, and it's too bad that Nico Touches the Walls isn't together anymore. Oh yes, Flyers, that OP flies. Anyway, Deco27. What are some of the songs that Deco27 produce? They produced MKDR. Is that the one? That one I really like. I can't think of anything else that Deco27 has made. Some fan I am, but anyway, I love some of these songs. Whatever, they're in my Spotify playlist. It's fine. They're there for me. I don't have to remember what they are. I'll just listen to them. Anyway, these are some of the music and artists that I like. And again, these are only Japanese artists. And of course, there's some English artists that I like. I really like Billy Joel, Piano Man, and Uptown Girl in particular. I really like. And yeah, there's a number of English artists that I really like too. So let's put this back on the wall. Oh, actually, also, you may notice a common theme. These are pretty much all pop and rock songs. Yes, I really like pop and rock. I suppose you could call me a pop star or a rock star. Alright, I'm gonna shut up now. Let's put this back on the wall. Okay. Whoa, it's gone. It's upside down. It's fine. We'll keep it upside down. That's fine. It doesn't really matter. It's going on the wall. Get on the wall. Okay. And then one more to talk about. Whoops. Whoop. Too big. Alright. Just some miscellaneous stuff. Hold on, let me wet my throat a bit. Okay. Miscellaneous stuff about me. I can play the piano, guitar, bass, guitar, these two are pretty much the same thing, drums, and the saxophone. Kind of call me a jack of all trades when it comes to music. You can tell when I was in high school, that was quite a number of years ago, I was in the music program a lot, did a lot of music in a lot of bands. I was also in some choirs. Granted, back then, let's just say, maybe I wasn't as confident of a talker, speaker back then. So, my singing is not the best, and also wasn't the best back then either. But I was heavily involved in the music program. You sound like a one-man band. I totally could be a one-man band. Unfortunately, I don't have drums or a saxophone with me, or a bass. I have a guitar, not with me right now, but I do have a piano with me as well. I do have a stylophone with me. I think I got a bit twitchy there for a second. I like having these kind of like weird instruments, kind of more niche stuff. So if I just plug this in really quick, because the stylophone is powered by electricity, of course, an electric instrument. Oh no. Move this around. Okay, make some room. It's not that big. It's only like, how big would this be? It's like twice the size of your typical cell phone, maybe? Let's turn this on. Is it on? On. Are you on? Yes, you are on. Okay, that's enough of that. That's kind of what the stylophone sounds like. If you know the song, oh, what's that song called? Space Oddity, I think? There's that song features a stylophone. But yes, I have a stylophone, I have a melodica as well, but those are kind of all kind of keyboard instruments, which I would consider pretty much a piano. What a cute little device. It's probably the best spur of the moment purchase I've ever made. And yes, so some of my hobbies, of course, these first bits fit into my music hobby, but other hobbies I like doing, I like art, Visual art, I like to draw. I've been drawing for, man, as long as I can remember, really, but that doesn't mean that I was a good artist for in like any period of time. But I do like art. I draw digitally and traditionally sometimes. I haven't done traditional drawing in a while. I'm not very good with painting though. Painting is one of the ones that I'm not too great at. I don't have much experience with painting. And I like gardening. I love growing plants. I take a couple plants with me as I travel, actually, just some potted plants. I have a Synangia leucotricha. If any of you guys know what that is, it's a fuzzy little succulent, and it's super, super cute. It's got like these super fuzzy white leaves and grows red flowers. Super cute. I bring that guy with me as I go as well. Drawing stream when? Yeah, I could do a drawing stream. Show you guys what I'm capable of. Don't expect too much though, but maybe we can do a drawing stream sometime in the future. Some other miscellaneous information. I really like doing housework. I like doing chores. I like washing the dishes and doing the laundry and just like cleaning stuff. Sounds kind of boring maybe, but you know, doing the dishes, I like to just do the dishes manually by hand. You can listen to like music and stuff. It's just, I don't know. It's chill, it's relaxing, and it's just something that I like doing. And as far as I can remember, or as far back as I can remember too, in our family we've always done the dishes by hand. So even though we have a dishwasher, we just use the dishwasher to store dishes. We don't actually use it to wash dishes. In fact, I don't even know if it still works, the one back in my parents' house. But anyway, I like to just wash things by hand. Nothing beats soap and a sponge. Relaxing times, absolutely. Yeah, I don't mind my hands getting a bit wrinkly. Nothing wrong with that. I just like to do dishes, do the laundry. Nothing like some warm run. You were the dishwasher, yes. I am the dishwasher. I'm the dishwasher 2.0. But yeah, nothing beats some fresh laundry. In fact, I think just maybe last week even, I did the laundry, and oh man, listen to this. For some reason, this time when I did the laundry, it got like super staticky. So when I picked up everything out of the basket, it supercharged me. I got like supercharged, and usually when I get like static electricity on me, I would discharge it onto like, you know, just some sort of metal. But this time around, when I didn't even discharge myself yet, when I just brought my finger close to the metal, I could hear crackling, and I was like, oh no, uh-oh, this is gonna hurt, isn't it? And when I touched it, and I got probably the hardest zap I've ever gotten in my entire life. It hurt so much. It was so loud as well. Everybody gangsta the close dress shock. It hurt so much. Oh man, it hurt so much. But anyway, that was one of my more recent laundry ordeals. And just kind of one other fact about me, I am color deficient. I'm not color blind. Don't make that mix up. I'm color deficient. So, when it comes to red and green, I have a bit of a harder time seeing the difference between them. I can see red and green. Don't get me wrong. I can see red and green. I can see that this one's red and that, or I can see that this one's green and this one's red. I promise. I promise I can tell that these two are different colors. But when it comes to, you know, those kind of like color blindness tests, it's a bit harder for me to tell. You know what? Hold on. Let me super quickly pull one up. Color blindness test. Now, okay, look, I had to look up color blindness test, okay? But it's fine. Let's see. Yeah, let's just grab this one. Let's just grab this one. We're doing this impromptu. Okay, let's just grab that and put this here. Okay. So, let's make this a bit smaller. Okay, first off, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. You go smaller. Go smaller. Go back on the wall. Okay, and then you, get back here. Okay. Let's put this here. Okay. So, oh, whoops. So, that's color blindness test. Let's move the pointer up as well so you can see. Okay, so it's color blindness test. I can see some of these. I can see that this one says 12. That's no problem. I can see that this says 12. No issues there. This one. This one's a bit trickier. This one I can see what looks like a 2. I can see like green here and like some stuff going down here and a bit there. So this to me is a 2. I see a 2 in this one. In this, I see a 4 here, and I don't know if there's anything supposed to be here, but I don't see anything here. So I don't know if there's anything that's supposed to be here. For this one, I can tell that there is something there. There is some green here. There's some green around here as well. But I can't see what this says. I don't know what number is in this one, and I don't know if this one has anything either. So, to summarize, this looks like a 2, this is a 4, and maybe something else. This is something that I can't see, and this is also something that I can't see. Now, thankfully, Windows does have a color blindness mode, which feels a bit weird when I do have to use it. I've only ever used it one time. I've only ever used the color blindness mode one time when I was playing a card game online with some friends that required me to see the difference between red and green cards, and it's not that I couldn't see the difference between red and green cards, it's just that sometimes it took me a bit longer to see which ones were green and which ones weren't. So, for that, I turned on the color blindness mode. It made every other color look horrible, but it made red and green easy to separate. So, has its uses, I suppose. Anyway, that's all I had to talk about for, just about me and just some stuff on here. Hopefully, I'll be able to kind of replace these sticky notes with other things as we go, but for now, we'll just keep these up here for the time being. Okay, let's move on to something else. Yes, hold on. Chat, you are covering me. Okay, now I am covering you. So, let's talk about my quote-unquote design. So, before I even say anything else, I am pretty much as indie as it gets. My parents, let's just say my parents don't have the best fashion sense, and neither do I. So I kind of had to teach myself, so to speak. So I picked out all of these clothes on my own, not my parents. Drip. Hold on, let me move here. Yeah, just the head. People love it when VTubers do this stuff, right? Yeah, so just the head. Yes, the drip. I do have the drip going on. So I should be able to do this, I think. Nope, not that. This? Not that. Where are you? This. Okay. So we can talk about... okay. We can talk about different bits. One by one. Okay. Alright. So, this is the design for my scarf, of course. So it's this dark blue, just like the night sky, and just a star pattern along the edges. Pretty simple. This is actually handmade. I like sewing, actually. Maybe that's not something that many people still do by hand, but I actually really like sewing by hand. I always carry around needle and thread with me. You never know when you need to repair stuff. my go-to stitch is the back stitch. A good compromise between strength and efficiency. Let's go down. So this is my sweater, just a typical hoodie, just a gray hoodie, and on the one that I wear it has the kanji for Hoshi, or star. So that's what I have on my sweater, and then you can see some of the buttons I have on my jacket as well. And then moving down here, so these are the gloves I wear on my hands. Where else? So you can see on my gloves I have, what would you call this? Embroidery? Yeah, embroidery. So I have the Big Dipper embroidered onto my gloves. And you can see that I've got the little pads on the fingers as well. You gotta get these kinds of gloves if you use, if you want to use a smartphone. Lets you touch the screen more easily. Let's move ahead and talk about an area that's a bit closer to the head. Okay, so I have a lapel pin that's just a star. I got star aesthetics all over me. I love the stars after all. And then, just like the night sky, let me make this a bit bigger. Wow. Just like the night sky. No. It's like a sunset. Starts kind of bright and then goes much darker. So it's kind of like a sunset. If you have a sun down here, kind of what the gloves, not the gloves. What'd you call this? What would you call this part? What would you call this part? Kind of like a cuff? Yeah, around the cuff. You can think of it kind of like a sun, and then it gets slowly darker and darker. And if I just make it a bit bigger, whoop, make it a bit bigger. You see, it's speckled with stars, just like the night sky as well. So, I love this jacket. I saw it in the store one day, and I was like, yep, that's the one. That's the one. And I've always worn this everywhere I go on my travels. French cuffs. Ah, good to know, good to know. I just kind of bought this without really thinking about what it was called. Moving down. You can see I wear boots. Too big. Let's make this a bit smaller. There we go. So I wear boots, kind of like work boots. Good for traveling, good for hiking. Keeps your toes safe in case you ever hit yourself on any rocks. You can see I roll up my pants as well. I am a pro supporter of rolling up the bottom of your, what would you call this, pant leg? It gets all scrunched up against the boots anyway, so rolling it up, I think it's a pretty nice aesthetic. And then over here, it's a bit hard to see on me. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see on my right ear. I know my left and right, I swear. On my right ear, I have an earring, and that's what this is. A twin star earring. So this is just when I have, I just have one piercing. No, not two. So on my right ear is the piercing. On my left ear is nothing. So just one on my right ear, the twin star. And then moving up here. So you may have noticed on my scarf, I have these little, what would you call them? Like tassels. And then this is just kind of how the tassels work. Hold on, I've lost my pointer. Where did my pointer go? There you are. So this is how the kind of tassels work. It's just a piece of fabric, really, and then just thread this bead on, and it's tight enough to just keep the bead in place. So that's how my scarf works. I do like the height on those boots. Yes, I like higher riding boots, and also, roll the pant leg, huh? Okay, and then, close up of me. Where's my pointer? This is me, close up. So I'm a bit small in the corner right now, but this is just what I look like from the side, so you of course can see I have a white streak in my hair. I swear that's not because I'm getting old. I swear. It kind of looks like a shooting star, don't you think? If I put this here. Pretty cool, huh? Kind of looks like a shooting star, but I have a white streak in my hair. My parents always think that I'm just getting old. Is that something you should be telling your child? I'm not that old. I'm not that old. And my hair, it's a bit messy. Hair sticks up all over the place, but I don't really mind. This way, whenever you do have bedhead, people can never tell. People will never be able to tell if you actually have bedhead or if your hair is just messy. Which in my case, sometimes a bit of both. Sometimes a bit of both. And then, one of the coup de grace. My eyes. My eyes. So, you can't really see my eyes up close, especially in the corner here. So, which is why I've included a close-up for you here. Make it a bit bigger. Let's just make it. Let's just go big or go home. Let's just go big or go home. Make that just there we go. Okay, so a close-up, super close-up of my eyes. You will never see this close ever again. So this is what my eyes look like. Pretty cool, huh? Just like the boy in the stories. Well, the boy is me after all. The night it kind of looks like I have the night sky in my eyes, doesn't it? You could say I kind of bring the night sky wherever I go in my eyes and also on my jacket. But this is what my eyes look like. You know, I was thinking of making this normal sized again, but let's just leave it. let's just leave it on this and move on after this, because there is a more important topic at hand. Here, I believe. Here. Important stuff. Very, very important. For Twitter, I wanted to come up with some hashtags to use. And of course, the mark. This one was easy. We gotta use Celeste as our mark. So, the mark that I will be using is the telescope. And then just for general stuff, if you just want to chat with me, use the Sef, the Sef tag. Let me move. I don't want to block chat too much. Let's move over. Let's scooch over to the left a bit. Wow. So I don't want to block chat too much. But yes, use the Sef tag if you just want to chat with me at all. Now I was thinking of just using Cepheus, but of course the problem with that is that Cepheus is already a constellation. I am named after the constellation, or is the constellation named after me? The world will never know. But either way, there are people who study the constellation, I suppose, to some extent, and I don't want to get in the way of stuff like that. So use the Cef hashtag for me, and then use the Cepheus hashtag for the constellation. Now, this part, I'm not too sure about this part. The art hashtags. Now, let me preface this by saying, I am not very good with puns, and I tried my hardest. Oh, believe me, I tried to come up with some puns, but my pun game is just not the best, let's say. For art, I've come up with these 3 hashtags. Start dust. Kind of like star dust, but with art. Art dust. Also kind of like start dust, but with art. Look, I told you they're not good, okay? And then the artsy way, kind of like the Milky Way. I feel a bit better about this one. Not so much about these 2. So I'm always open to suggestions. I don't want to set any of these in stone right now. We'll set this one in stone. We'll set Cef in stone. But I don't want to set any of the art hashtags in stone yet, because I kind of want to come up with a better pun. But I do kind of like the artsy way though, so maybe we'll stick with this one for now. These are just 3 that I came up with. And then for a fan name, I don't know, maybe it's a bit presumptuous to come up with a fan name right now, but I wanted to call you guys the real stars, because of course the real stars of the show are you guys, not me. I'm just here talking to you guys. You guys are the real stars, so I want to call you guys the real stars, or maybe just real stars. Either way, something about this. The artsy way sounds cute. Yeah, I like the artsy way. You guys like the artsy way. Okay, you know what? Let's edit this because I wrote this in pencil, of course. Let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of that. Whoa, okay. Wow, just like magic. The artsy way. So, let's go with the artsy way for any kind of fan art. I don't expect to receive fan art anytime soon, but in case any of you guys do feel like it, artsy way. Let's go with that for now. And then, again, fan name, The Real Stars. Because, once again, you guys are the real stars. I am nothing without you guys. So, let's stick with these for the hashtags. Okay, so after this, we can always discuss this a bit more another time, but for now, we'll go with this. So, moving on from this, there's two main other things I wanted to talk about. This. Dun-dun! The schedule for the rest of the week. Today, March 1st, is debut, of course. That's what we're seeing right now. And then on Wednesday, March 3rd, at 15 PST, what would that be? 3 PST? 6 EST, and 11 UTC, I want to play Pokemon Platinum. You may remember, I love Pokemon Platinum, and I kind of want to, what's the word? Flex my Pokemon knowledge. I gotta go, Cepheus. Have a good one. Thank you for coming, Jeep. Thank you so much for coming. Yes, I want to flex my Pokemon knowledge. I don't want to say that I know everything about the game, but I do know pretty much everything about the game. So I want to play Pokemon Platinum, and it's a perfect time to kind of play these games now that the remakes have been announced. So I see a lot of people have actually been playing Diamond, Pearl, Platinum since they've announced the remakes, and I would like to do the same. However, I think there's something wrong with my copy of Pokemon Platinum. There's something not quite right, and let's just say you'll have to come and find out just what isn't quite right. I appreciate the extra time zones. No problem, no problem. I'm not super great with figuring out what these other time zones are supposed to be, but I'm glad you appreciate the extra time zones. And then on Saturday, March 6th, at the same time as today, I want to play Pikuniku. I believe Pikuniku is a puzzle game, but I don't know what it's about. I believe it's about capitalism. But I'm not too sure how or in what way. So, I'm interested in finding out more about Pikuniku and this guy who kind of looks like, I don't know, what is that? Like a tomato with eyes and legs and no arms? Is every copy of Pokemon Platinum personalized? I don't think so, but there's just something not quite right with my copy. So, we'll have to find out together just what quite isn't right with my copy of Pokemon Platinum, but I assure you, there's something not quite right with it. So, that is the weekly schedule for this week, and I'm thinking of doing streams at these times and day of the week every week. So we'll just try and keep things consistent, basically. So you'll be able to find me at the same time, on the same days, every week. Just for your convenience. So, let's hide the weekly schedule, because there's one other thing I wanted to talk about. Get rid of that. Is this. Dong dong! My guest appearance on Jeep's variety show. You may have seen Jeep in the chat. We've been talking a bit behind the back, and I will be making a guest appearance on Jeep's first episode, or kind of live stream, of his variety show on Friday, March 5th at, I believe, 2 p.m. PST, or 5 EST, or 11 UTC? Anyway, I will be showing up on his show, we will be doing some general talking stuff. I don't know too much about what exactly we're going to be doing, but I'm excited to be his first guest, and maybe I will see some of you guys there as well. Please show him your support. I believe he is debuting tomorrow on Twitch, so check him out as well. Very cool guy. Let's try to have some fun with him as well. So that's all of the miscellaneous stuff that I wanted to talk about. Let's head back to the main chat for now. So I hope you like what you see and what you hear, because I don't know if I can offer any more. Pretty much what you see is what you're gonna get. Now I'm not gonna lie, there is one other thing that I kind of wanted to do. And I don't know if I'm going to do it. You will understand what I mean when I go over here for one other thing that I had planned, I guess, is this. I don't know if I'm going to actually do this or not. Basically, if I do this, the stream will absolutely, like 100% without a doubt, get copyright claimed. Which honestly is like probably fine, since I'm not monetized right now anyway, and honestly I don't really plan to be monetized anytime soon. So, you know what? If YouTube wants to like copyright claim me, go ahead. Go ahead. Give it your best shot. Hold on, I have chat here somewhere, or maybe not. What if I... Let's just... Anyway, I'll figure that out later. I have been, quote-unquote, practicing, I guess, one song for you guys. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do some karaoke. Just one. Just one. Just one. Okay. So, let's, get this ready. So, let's get rid of... Not get rid of. BGM. Stop. Okay. BGM. Stop. Mic. Reverb. On. Okay, so I can't tell if my reverb is on, but I'm pretty sure I've enabled it, so you should be good to go. Again, I just want to tell you guys that I am not a very good singer. I am essentially, how would I put this? Tone deaf. So we'll see how this goes. But of course there is one song in particular that befits a wanderer like me more than any other song. Let me just drink some water first to mentally and physically prepare myself. Oh boy. Oh god. Let's do this. Hold on, I don't think I have it enabled. Hold on. Oh, okay. I got my ticket for the long way round. 2 bottles of whiskey for the way, and I sure would like some sweet company, and I'm leaving tomorrow, what do you say? When I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair, you're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk. You're gonna miss me by my talk. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I got my ticket for the long way round, the one with the prettiest of views. It's got mountains, it's got rivers, it's got sights to give you shivers, but it sure would be prettier with you. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk, you're gonna miss me by my talk. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair, gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk, you're gonna miss me by my talk. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Hi! That's all. Oh, maybe a bit of a downer for a song. Hold on, let me turn this reverb off. I messed up one of the phrases, but whatever. It's okay. It's good enough. I'm glad you guys liked it. Let's turn that reverb back on. Man, I've been practicing for that, but I still messed it up. Oh well. BGM, come back to me. Now, like I said, no better song like that for a wanderer like me. Let's go back to the main chat for now. Just like the stars, I won't be around forever. Even the stars will disappear one day, and one day I will have to move on. I am a wanderer, after all, so I won't be staying in this place forever, but until that day comes, let's try to have some fun, eh? Let's have fun until that day comes. So I hope you guys don't get too attached to me, because we will have to say goodbye one day. But that day is not today, and it's not tomorrow, or the day after. So let's not worry about that too much for now. Anyway, that is pretty much all I have for you guys. I think we can call this a stream. I think we can adjourn this meeting for today. I hope you guys had some fun. I had some fun with you guys. Won't we all? We'll all disappear one day. That's kind of sad. So let's enjoy what we can when we can for now. Is this Celeste? Come on, Celeste. Okay. You're gonna make me worry. Don't worry! I don't want to make you worry! I don't want to make you worry. That's in the future. Nothing to worry about for now. You guys had fun. I had fun. I had fun. It was nice talking to you guys. We'll be back Wednesday for Pokemon Platinum Weirdness version because something is not quite right with my game. Something's not quite right. But that's all for today. It's lovely to meet you. It's lovely to meet all of you guys as well. Thank you for coming. Again, you guys are the real stars. So, I should be thanking you. This would be nothing without you guys. But this is all from me. Thank you for coming. And hopefully I will see all of you guys next time. And of course, if you ever feel lonely, just look up to the night sky. I'm sure someone else will be looking at the same stars. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.